Welcome back to 1 Minute Matchups. I'm your host, Mr. Freaky, and I'll be running through user-requested monster matchup videos, and I'm going to go off the top of my head and I'm going to say basically what I would think would happen in the battle. So here we go. The first one's going to be the Ghastly Grinner. If you guys remember from Are You Afraid of the Dark, he was kind of this weird jester guy that he would laugh really loud, and the people would like start having blue stuff come out and they'd go crazy, and like it was really freaky. Like the bus driver like looked at the kids in the school bus and he's like, "Arr!" and they like fell over with the blue. It was pretty creepy. And then the other guy he's going to be up against is the Pumpkin Monster from Goosebumps. Well, the Pumpkin Monsters. So I'm assuming he was talking about the guys that were in the episode. There was two pumpkin monsters and they were trying to force the kids to trick or treat forever. So they were both pretty awesome episodes. Okay, so we'll go through first the Ghastly Grinner's powers. Basically, he has the laugh that can turn people crazy, and they start, spewing out all the blue, gross stuff. He's got superhuman strength. It's heavily implied that he can teleport because he's seen unexpectedly around all over the place. He also has a weakness, though, and that is when people don't have a really strong sense of humor. So, one of those people that's just awkward, you tell them jokes, and they, don't laugh at them. Those guys are actually really good against the Grinner. He can't drive them crazy. At least, it's a lot harder. And now we'll do the jack-o'-lanterns. So these ones, they have these little lasers that they shoot out of their claw. So I don't really know where the origin of that is. It's just like you have laser claws. Pretty cool. I wish I had those. And they basically can change forms into anybody. So that's a really good one. But one thing that they basically have that is a downside is they laugh constantly. They're just always like, trick or treat forever! They're just laughing all the time. And the Ghastly Grinner guy, he really takes advantage of people that have good senses of humor. So he would probably drive them crazy. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So in the end on this one, although they do have that shapeshifter ability, I'm going to go with the Ghastly Grinner on this one because he'd probably make them go crazy. Though I thought that was weird at the end of the episode. There's little kids and they're like murdering people or eating them. That was weird. Next one we're going to do is Candyman vs. Freddy Krueger. It's pretty interesting. The Candyman doesn't have a whole lot of his powers showcased on screen. He's known to be immortal, that's one thing that we know, and that he can teleport at super fast speeds. And he also possesses superhuman strength, so that's another really good thing. This is cool. He has a massive army of bees at his disposal, which, possibly could be one of the most terrifying powers somebody could have. And now Freddy Krueger, he has a lot of powers. That's the thing about him. He has so many powers, he can pretty much do just about anything. However, one caveat is he's got to be in the dream world. I really can't see the Candyman just sleeping. Imagine that. Can you guys imagine him just being over there snoozing away like this terrifying urban legend being? I don't know. It seems very weird to me that he would sleep. So in that case, I'm going to say he's probably going to beat Freddy because they're going to battle in the real world. And a real world battle, Freddy's just pretty much a human, and the Candyman is sick dude with a fucking army of bees. Next one, I like this one because it was fairly easy for me to figure out. Godzilla versus Jurassic Park T-Rexes. Now the thing about this is I think a lot of people don't realize that there is a massive size difference between these two. Pretty much a T-Rex would come up to about Godzilla's ankle. So really, unless there's 1,000 T-Rexes just climbing his body and nipping at him, I don't think they have any chance, especially since he has his laser fire and stuff. So that's just gonna tear up every single T-Rex on the planet. It might be a better matchup, every T-Rex on the planet ever versus Godzilla. I think that would be maybe a lot more fair. The next one we're gonna do is Slappy from Goosebumps versus the Grinch, which is pretty funny. The Grinch, he doesn't seem like a really violent guy. He's just kind of depressed. No, we want to hang out with him because he's just a grump. He has the superpower of being grumpy. He's an inventor of very strange things. He invents these things that just basically spread unhappiness. And we're talking about, not just the Jim Carrey film, but the original animated movie. And he's, able to kind of do a lot as far as inventing contraptions that are going to screw a lot of people over. And then also he's got this weird thing where his eyebrows can grow huge and can fly, make them fly, and that's I don't know, that could be something. So Slappy, he's kind of been changed around a lot, based on the newer movie and the books, but overall he's pretty much an evil dummy that basically tricks people into doing things for him, doing bad things. He's always, he's very mischievous. So that's one thing about him. But as far as superpowers, I mean, I know he can transport from like one place to another really quickly, but he doesn't have like a whole lot of like superpowers. There's also a passage you can read that basically makes him go away. So if the Grinch got access to this, which I think he would, because he's pretty smart, he's an inventor, he would probably read that and just make Slappy go away. So yeah, I think basically based on intelligence, I'm going to go with the Grinch on this one. And the last one we're going to do is the Beldam from Coraline, also known as Other Mother, versus Pennywise from It. So both of these characters pretty much seem omnipotent to an extent. Other Mother, she can basically create any plant or life form that she wants. She's able to predict the future. And also she can rely on a spider web for a sense of sound. So basically that would help a lot. And Pennywise, he has a lot of different things that he can do as well. I mean, he can grow giant, when he came out of the projector, and, obviously he can prey on whatever your fear is, so he can figure out what a person's fear is and prey on it, which would be pretty interesting to see Other Mother, what she's afraid of. She's probably afraid of not being able to get out of the other world, because that's the only thing she can't do. She can't get out, because she can't make that key to get out. So basically, that may be a win right there. I think Pennywise would probably mess with her about the key thing, and then he would win. That's my final answer right on that one. I'm going to say Pennywise wins this one, because that's a really strong power to know what your enemy's biggest fear is. So yeah, I'm going to go with Pennywise on this one. That's just what I think. How about after this, you guys go ahead and tell me in the comments what you think would have happened. And go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date with all the stuff I'm doing. As well as our Patreon, we're going to be having a lot of bonus material coming up on there, products, new exclusive videos, exclusive content. So go ahead and check out the Patreon as well. And remember to stay spooky, my friends.